Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Scott X1307. Gonna do a quick video here for our good buddy Michael Jocko. Got a 50 sub contest. It's been going on for a few weeks here. Had a lot of stuff going on lately. I've been meaning to do this video for past couple of weeks, and just haven't had time. It ends today, so hopefully I can get this done and get it uploaded in time. If not, oh well. I'd like to show one of the guys on here, you know, some support. It's a great YouTuber, puts up some great videos. You know the deal, great haul videos. Man, finds a lot of good key issues, good prices, and just let's spread the love around a little bit. So in his contest here, he's got a few questions that he asked. First, he asked what got you started making videos on YouTube, and I think, you know, for me, it's like a lot of people that are still fairly new to this. It's all the other people that found just doing a random search on YouTube one day, and you know, got tired of television and not really any good shows on worth watching, not to me anymore, and just doing some random searches on YouTube, came across some guys putting up haul and videos and collection videos, and thought it was pretty cool. I think it was like ETA Nick, Mercenaut, Omega Shin, Ryokin, Howler Mouse, just guys like that. First ones I ran into on YouTube. Thought the videos were cool. What really got me interested was the interactions and the comments and things between different people. You know, like a lot of folks, not too many people I know personally, you know, in person around me that really into comic books and stuff, especially at my age. And it's really cool to find a whole community on YouTube where that's exactly what they were doing, discussing their weekly comic pickups, favorite stories, favorite covers, artists, things like that. It's really cool. So yeah, that's what got me into making videos. The next question is, this is a really hard question for me. Top 3 YouTubers you would recommend. I mean, that depends on what day it is. And what kind of videos you're looking for. Comic videos, man, Mercenaut. So if you're looking for hot books, key issues, especially ones that you might not know about, he's your guy. But I think everybody knows that. I also recommend ETA Nick because of his knowledge of the history. And it's his really great series of videos for Silver Age books. It's got one going now for what happened in 1968. Just you know, a wealth of knowledge, like a living encyclopedia for comic books. It's one of my favorite channels to watch, even though I don't like picking favorites, because everybody on here is my favorite, and I'm not just saying that, but you know, everybody puts up good videos. But if you're looking for like knowledge on books, Mercenaut, ETA Nick, man, it's hard to say, because I like you know, Howler Mouse is another good one. He knows a lot of the history. He goes into a lot of detail on books that he shows, the backstories. There are a lot of good ones on here. Custom Bromstar, Why Not Art. If you're looking for indie books, Why Not Art is he's your guy there, that's for sure. And those are definitely some of my my favorites. I always look forward to their videos. Now on to the easier questions. Favorite comic book battles. There are, of course, a lot of really good battles in comic books, but I think my three favorites, of course, is the battle between Superman, Batman, and Dark Knight Returns. Super classic. You get to see Batman beat the crap out of Superman. Who hasn't wanted to see that? There's just a little taste. Classic panel there. Batman's boot to Superman's face. So, and that's definitely a big, it's pretty detailed knockdown, drag out fight, and definitely a classic. One of my other favorites is also the battle between Superman and Shazam from Kingdom Come. One of the characters I think it is definitely, in my opinion, as powerful as Superman. It has as good a chance as anyone to just, strength on strength of beating Superman. And you throw in magic lightning, it gives him a little edge, I believe. But it was a good fight, definitely a good fight. But I think probably hands down the best fight ever in comics, and Howler Mouse is he's another guy. He has talked about this book many times, and I picked this up when I was a teenager. This was back in like '94. A series called The Golden Age from DC. It's written by James Robinson, art by Paul Smith. It's a really good story, great art. There's a character in here who ends up being like the baddest bad guy that you can imagine. And in book 4, all the heroes gather to fight him, and it's this character here. And he's like super strong and near invulnerable and all that stuff. He can fly and everything. He's kind of like Superman, but all the heroes, the Golden Age heroes, minus Batman and Superman, basically, go to fighting him. Hawkman hits him with his mace. There's a fight between the old Atom, Our Man, but find the scene that Howard Mass always talks about. I mean, and this guy's just killing his heroes. I mean, here he's snapped someone's neck, just beating them to death. He rips Hawkman's wings off, and ends up he even stops Johnny Quick. He's kind of like a precursor to the Flash. Green Lantern can't stop him. See here, he fights Green Lantern. Alan Scott Green Lantern. Just beats his ass. See, they get some blows in on him, they do. He's missing teeth and everything. But he just carries on and on. He's just taking heroes out just left and right. I mean, you can see the cover here, a big battle's ensuing, but you just go through this panel by panel, and it's got to be one of the greatest fights. And here's the scene. He's fighting this one guy, and it's just wham, kick straight to the nuts. It's great. They end up stopping him, of course. They end up having to stop him with Starman's rod or scepter, but it is panel for panel got to be one of the greatest fights ever put down in a comic book. It's a great series otherwise, and highly recommend it. If you've never read this, pick this up in trade. Single issues are not that expensive. They probably should be worth a little more, but it's an excellent story, and like I said, there aren't too many better fights than that. Alright, this next question was he wanted to see some of your high value books, your most expensive books. I know a lot of people don't like showing that off. Some people have some really expensive books. I don't. My most expensive book may be a little over $100 bucks. But I have. He asked for 5, so I got 5. Probably the 5 highest priced books that I have. First here, and this I got recently. Actually, this was I got from the Hitman Von Doom's contest winnings, and I was very surprised to get this. It's not in the greatest shape, but it's still worth a little bit. I never thank him enough for putting that in his contest winnings. But it's Superman 199, the first race of Superman and Flash, and in near mint it's a really expensive book, you know, $400 or $500 or so. But you see, it's not in the best shape, but it means a lot to me, and because it, you know, came from a friend here on YouTube, and it's you know, a great book, and it's still worth a good bit to me. And then for just, I mean, really just pure money wise, probably NYX number 3, which I think is around $80 or so in near mint. I'm gonna pick this up for 20 cents at the flea market. Wolverine number 1 I picked up a few years ago for like $15, and I know this can go for about $100. I have seen it on eBay for about $100. It's really probably about a $50 book. Cursed Pirate Girl number 1, which has gone for over $100 on eBay. But you can find it sometimes for about $50. I paid a little less than $30 for it. But still. And then probably, I don't know, probably the most expensive book that I have right now, Saga number 1. I've seen this book go for some ridiculous prices on eBay. But it did have a fairly low print run, and it's become a huge hit, so price will probably stabilize at a pretty good penny. May continue to go up for a little while, who knows. I was glad I picked this up when it came out, though. Now, I know that's kind of sad. I don't have a $1,000 book. I don't have a $500 book. I probably don't have a book that's worth $200. Most of my expensive books are, you know, 15 to 50. But yeah, these are the ones that I think probably approach a bill about 100, maybe. Except the Superman, better condition, it would be worth more. But it's worth a lot to me. Somebody couldn't give me $100 for it right now. They wouldn't go home with it. Then last thing you asked for is your favorite artwork, be it a comic book or a print or a poster, anything like that. There's so many great artists, so many great covers and splash scenes and things like that in comic books. I don't think there's any way I can go through and pick a favorite one from a comic book. But like prints and sketches and things, I have a few. I'm going to show you my favorites. I think right now, hands down, my favorite piece of art not in a comic book is this kick-ass Frankenstein sketch that I got from Greg Bo Watson at the South Carolina, the SC Comic Con. It's their first year. He was there. He pulled this out, and this is just freaking amazing. It's a badass Frankenstein. And it goes, I took it off the wall, it goes back here in my little corner. Also, this sketch cover I got by, he's a kind of a local indie artist, Matthew D. Smith of Doctor Strange at Heroes Con. I thought this was just spectacular. It was a $10 sketch cover. That's what he charges. And don't think I found a better deal. Great Doctor Strange. And I also have to show this print that I picked up at Heroes Con from Jeremy Bastian, who created Curse Pirate Girl. His artwork is fantastic, very detailed, a lot like the level of detail like Bernie Wrightson and other artists like that. Just super detailed, very rich, and it's nice line work. And then I think it's all this stuff is black and white, all that I've seen. And these prints he does, he ages them. It's a process. They use tea to age, prematurely age the paper and give it that look. And he tells he's not trying to, you know, sell them as like old paper. It's an aging process they use, but this print was awesome, and had to pick it up. Every little piece that you look at, it's hard to pick up on the camera, but there's just so many lines and so much detail. And his signature here, you can see this is not a normal artist signature. This is like a regular signature. He signs very neatly and precisely. I can just imagine picturing him draw this sketch. Probably took him weeks, if not months, to do this. I can just picture him sitting there and just slowly adding more detail. And it's just, that's amazing. It's my favorite print that I picked up. So, favorite print, favorite sketch cover, and favorite sketch. That's my favorite art right now. That will, I'm sure, change in the future. And yep, that was it. That was all the questions. So, Michael Jocko, congratulations on your 50 subs. And I know you're over, I think you're over 60 something now. We'll get you up to 100 before long. I know in his last video he said he only had one entry to the contest, so hopefully some more people saw that and put out some entry videos for him this past couple of days, and hopefully I can get this uploaded in time. But thanks for the contest, man. Congratulations again on 50 subs. Everybody watching this, I'll leave a link below to Michael Jocko's channel. Please go check him out. Great guy, great videos. What else can I say? Go do that now. Everybody else, take care. Thanks again, Michael, and congratulations. Later, y'all.